you a Niners fan, you clicked on this because, well, you read the title and you think it's true because the media been pumping y'all up. But see, if you a Cowboys fan and you know how CFT get down, you know I'm about to break this down so it can forever be broken. Chill. Let me talk to you for a minute. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk. Right back like I never left. What's good with y'all, man? It's here. Wild card weekend. Cowboys 3rd seed, Niners 6th seed. Yes, sir. It is here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of spicy talk this week. The media been disrespecting the Cowboys all week. Every show is picked against the Cowboys. Every show. Niners players getting involved. Nick Bosa talking spicy. Basically calling Ty Smith washed up. Damning with faint praise. Lyle Collins washed up. I've heard it. I have heard it all week. Good. I like it. See, the main reason why we're going to win this game is just that. See, football is a game of momentum. And I'm not talking about the final weeks, all the wins leading into the playoffs, because as everybody's told me, we're 0-0. All the wins don't matter. That's fine. But y'all been disrespecting us all week, calling us soft and we shouldn't even show up and all this extra stuff. See, I like that. That's giving us the momentum, the fuel to the fire that we need. See, we was already going to come drag y'all. Don't get it twisted. But see, that little bit of extra momentum they all added, I like that. I like that. I hope my players like that. You know what I'm saying? See, because what I've heard is the Cowboys are paper champions. You know, all their stats and all pros and all that stuff was built up. It's fake. You've been beaten up on the NFC East. Oh, have we now? See, I want you to take a little trip back, because the internet is free. You can do your own research. And look at the Cowboys as of week 11. I picked week 11 because it was after one of our worst offensive showings, 16 points. Denver came to Dallas. And I wanted y'all to look at what PFF said, which is basically saying the Cowboys are still the number one offense in the league, which means we didn't get that title from beating up on the NFC East. See, week 11 is unique because we had played the Eagles, who everyone loves right now, dropped them off. That's what we usually do. We had played the Patriots. We had played the Chargers, the Bucks. A lot of good, viable teams. But we hadn't played our division most of the time. We still had 4 divisional matchups left. The divisional matchups where we pretty much destroyed the East since we swept them. And you know what's funny? You know what's really funny? The same thing that everybody said, that's the only reason y'all got the number one offense. That's the only reason your stats are good. How in week 11, after we played some of those good teams I just brought up, number one offense and the Panthers before we broke that up, shut them down. How is it possible, even after the bad Denver game, after the Denver game, we were still number one? You know why? Because our offense isn't a mirage. See, national media will make you think that, but national media be lying to you. Yeah. See, the fact of the matter is this. The Niners rushing attack, the vaunted rushing attack, is good, but ours is just as good. I'm talking about literally like 40 yards difference on the whole year, just as good. Yeah, with a supposedly broken down Zeke, who got something to say about that. With a supposedly bad offensive line that PFF ranked the number one offensive line in the league. But y'all know, I hear Nick Bosa, I'm sorry. I hear Nick Bosa talking spicy, saying that, Collins, Ty Smith, they beatable. Okay. All right. You letting the media pump you up a little too much. And Nick Bosa's a great player. But I feel you. Ty Smith's a Hall of Famer. But you going to find out. I'm going to find out how much that spicy talk really means something to see where you line up at. But we going to see. We are going to see. But let's talk about the Niners real quick. Before I get off into the main reason why we're going to dominate the Niners. Because you see, our offense is going to get off. That secondary is sweet. Sweet. Like 4 bags of sugar and Kool-Aid sweet. They try to hide him, but you can't. You just like you're trying to hide Jimmy Garoppolo. But I already did a whole video about why he's sweet and exposed, and we're going to take advantage of him too. Because, see, we're one of the top teams. I think we're the top team in turnovers in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, I don't want to hear excuses about Jimmy Garoppolo's thumb or Trent Williams' elbow or Elijah Mitchell's dealing with some injury. I don't want to hear none of that. See, because y'all been talking crazy all week. But let's talk about the Niners who, you know, are 10-7. But see, they're 10-7 because they earned it and they destroyed teams. No. Let's look at some of these wins the Niners got since you want to hate on the NFC East so much. Let's look at your first win. That came against who? Detroit Lions. A struggle piece, too. Barely beat the Detroit Lions. Next win. Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. The win counts for y'all, not for us? Okay. And if you let the Eagles tell it, that's when they weren't all together. So that win really don't count, right? Right? Okay. You know, then the Cardinals drop you off. Colts drop you off. Carson Wentz's Colts, mind you. Then you get a win versus the Bears. The vaunted fighting Justin Fields. You beat the Bears. Come on. Then, Cardinals drop y'all off. Again, swept in your own division. But you know, the NFC West is so hard, so that's why we got swept, is what they'll tell you, which is okay. Now, you beat the Rams, because you own the Rams, and I'll give you that, but the Rams ain't that good. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Then you get another win versus the Jaguars. Yeah, the Jaguars. Then the Seahawks beat you. And they beat you again later in the season. Then you have a struggle overtime battle with Joe Burrow. Okay. All right. Then you beat the Falcons. All right. Then you lose to the Titans. Then you beat the Texans. Hold on. Am I starting to put together the fact that your schedule ain't that tough? It's not. It's just not. Let's count them, people. Since you want to talk about the Cowboys' schedule so much, let's talk about the Lions, 1. Eagles, 2. Since you know the Eagles ain't a good team, right? Right? Bears, 3. Jaguars, 4. Falcons, 5. Is the Vikings a good win? Because if it's a good win for y'all, it's a good win for us. So since it's not a good win, I guess I should call it 6. Then you got another win, 7, versus the Texans. So that would mean you swept the Rams, and your only other good win is the Bengals. See, I wanted to break it down for y'all that whole your schedule is sweet thing works both ways. Okay, 49ers? Your schedule was sweet too. That vaunted rushing attack was versus a bunch of weak teams. You about to play a real defense on Sunday. So go ahead and get your mind right. All right? Second, the game will be won because you disrespected the Cowboys. The media has disrespected the Cowboys the whole week like we ain't grown men. And that's fine. I appreciate the disrespect. I don't want to hear any excuses on what happens on Sunday. I don't. I'm wearing this number 4 jersey because he's going to be the one to do you the dirtiest. I'm letting you know right now. Because like I said, that secondary is sweet. Very sweet. You've talked crazy. I've had people make diss videos about me. Like, I knew I made it. I knew I made it when some random cornball, and yes, you're a cornball, and no, I will be not letting people know who you are. You can get in my comments and say who you are, but you corny to me, and I shouldn't even give you this many seconds. Start making diss videos about me because you mad because your team that you pumping up, that you talking about is great and so physical is overrated. You beat the likes of the Jaguars and the Texans and the Lions and the Falcons. You ain't really dominate what you said you dominated. We had the number one offense in the league before we dominated the NFC East. We just made it worse. You hear me? We're going to beat the 49ers because they're sleeping on us. Just like their fans, just like the media. That's the main reason why we're going to win. The Cowboys is a great team. Period. I don't have to fake hype you up. We're the best team on third down. 7th in scoring defense. Number 1 offense. All-pro Micah Parsons. All-pro Trayvon Diggs. And a litany of other great players. You can lie to yourself if you want to that we're a bad team. But on Sunday, I don't want to hear an excuse. Not one. When the Niners come to town and we spank them and make them realize, oh, maybe we should get rid of Jimmy G. And we got a lot more work than we think we need to because we just swept the Rams. We only got 3 good wins this year. I said it. 3 good wins. You got swept by Arizona. You got swept by the Seahawks. Get your mind right. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I'll holla.